want to start off by saying all praise be to Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, the most powerful. It's only Him we worship and only Him we bow down to and only Him we turn to when we're in need. Also I'd like to send peace and blessings upon our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. My dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, idkhuluha bisalam, and enter my paradise with tranquility and peace. Does He say that for the dunya? Where do you find tranquility and peace if it isn't for the Quran or following the way of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Where do you find tranquility in following the dunya or following the drugs or the girls or the money or this fame that somehow every single Muslim yearns for it? People come to my talks or people go to the talks of the mashayikh. They bring out their phone and they want the likes and they want the shares and they want the views because it's something that makes them feel better. Did you see how much views I got today, bro? Did you see how much likes? Is that what gives you tranquility? Is that what gives you peace? For indeed it's not. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمَنْ أَعْرَضَ عَنْ ذِكْرِي فَإِنَّ لَهُ مَعِيشَةً. You know it more than me. You know these ayats and the hadith and the way of the companions, وَالتَّابِعِينَ, more than myself. I am a man that sits before you and that still has traits of jahiliyyah. I'm not an istad. I'm not an imam. We are far from that. But what allows you to become a better Muslim? Unless it's going through the Quran, going through the Sunnah, and trying to understand what was the sacrifice that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam done. What was it? He was astaghfirullah, he was asked, do you want the dunya and everything in it? He chose to remain a humble servant. We chase this lifestyle of trying to get money, trying to get the fame. Where does that get you, bro? Ask yourself, how many millionaires and how many billionaires do we know that got buried and their burial was made out of gold? Or they take the money with them, or they take the gold, or they take the diamonds. Where does it go? It remains above ground. Look at the wisdom of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You claim to be somebody above ground, but today you're below ground, 6 foot under. You don't take nothing with you. Not your family, not your boys. For those of you that are chasing this road life and street life, there's no bunk beds in the grave. You don't share a bunk bed, bro. You die together, but separately in 2 different graves. Who's coming with you? Your wife that loves you and cherishes you and cares and has memories with you. The moment you die, the moment your wife will move on, bro. She goes with and finds another husband, and there's nothing wrong with that. She wants a partner, someone to love, someone to care for. Your kids are going to forget about you. They're going to grow up and build their own family members. But the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he was in a gathering like this with his companions, he said, I miss my brothers. I miss my brothers. The companions were baffled. Like, are we not your brothers, Ya Rasulullah? You lot are my companions. My brothers are those that will come after me. They follow my sunnah. They've never even seen me or even heard my voice. Who is he talking about? Every single one of us here. Every single one of us here. But yet, we neglect this man that was the greatest man that ever lived. He was described as the walking Quran. And wallahi, I can honestly say, in my opinion, not the opinions of the scholars, because I'm nowhere near them, but the opinion of myself, he is also described as the walking Jannah. Anybody that was around him loved his company, loved his time. This is a man that we neglect.